Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. I am so excited to be sharing this holiday season with you. If you did not get a chance to check out my 12 days of reindeer games, there's still time. I created an entire playlist. You can go back and look at all of the amazing holiday campaign ideas that I have for you. It's 12 of them that are unique. And maybe there's some that you know of, but you didn't really know to use them in the way that I'm sharing them in the videos. Those videos are very short and sweet. You will love them, I promise. The giveaway is over, but the information is still there for you to use in years to come. So I hope you go over, grab that, and enjoy it. But today I wanted to come on and talk to you about how I just recently did our first annual Patrick dinner party. It was so much fun. And in the process of doing it, it dawned on me that this is a great opportunity to show you how I have taken my personal framework and applied it to my strengths and my desires to create a quality of life for myself and my family. And I do things that don't necessarily make me money, but they're things that I love and I enjoy. And had I not done my due diligence to develop my own personal framework, I may have missed out on those opportunities to share. So I want to walk you through a few things that I think could help you really capitalize on your strengths and your desires when you have fully created your personal framework as well. Because there are things I think we don't think about. It's kind of like you buy an outfit and you think you have to wear that outfit the same way every time you wear the outfit. Well, when you created your personal framework, you can take the elements of whatever outfit you purchase and mix and match them because you've created a framework to operate within. So everything within those four walls will work together and help complement what it is you're trying to do. So that said, I want to go ahead, share with you my little tips and tricks today for how you can use your strengths and your desires to leverage your personal framework for an amazing quality of life. I have down here my strengths that I believe my strengths are, and I'm sharing with you my desires. And then I'm going to give you these 3 tips that I think will be very helpful when you list out your own strengths and your own desires, and then a way to help you sort of tie those to some fun things that can help you have a quality of life. Okay, so my strengths as I see them are I am creative. I think that I would be the perfect person to come to if you needed an idea. You can give me pieces of a puzzle, pieces of what it is you think you want. You can give me ingredients that you might have in your refrigerator or in your pantry, and I can come up with an idea. I can come up with a dish that you can use those ingredients with and it'll still be good. And I can give you an idea for any things that you might be thinking of that you want to do, but you don't really know how to get started. I am the idea queen. I love that. So I feel like I am creative. I also feel like that I am social. I'm an extrovert. I'm that chick in my neighborhood that my neighbors call when it's neighborhood night out and they say, hey, I think neighborhood night out is coming. And that is my cue to, get the text chain going to tell everybody what we're going to do and how we're going to do it and, just plan everything out for my neighbors. I'm that chick. I'm the social extroverted one. And they love it. And I love it for them. I love entertaining. And I want to share with you some footage while I'm chatting with you today of my holiday party my husband and I did this past weekend. So I'm going to share with you because I love entertaining and this was such a treat for me. But I was able to use my strengths, my creativity, and my desire to be social and all those things to pull together this event that everyone said they loved and they really had a good time. My other strength is organization, I do believe. That's why I work with clients to create systems and processes. I've said to you before that my husband has said to me, honey, how in the world are you ever going to make money if you're always creating these systems and processes? And now these systems and processes are how I make money because I'm teaching people how to develop their personal framework and then leverage that personal framework within their business and within their life by creating systems, processes, and workflow. And then that helps them create the most amazing marketing strategies if that's what they need, or it helps them plan out their day for less procrastination, overwhelm, and more achieved goals. So it works for me, this organization thing that I find as a strength. Now, when it comes to my desires, I absolutely do have a desire to serve. I serve in my church. I serve with my Chamber of Commerce here in my area. And I serve my girlfriends and my guy friends. If they need anything, if someone's sick, we're the first to make a meal. If my neighbors need anything, I'm the first to go across the street to help out, whatever the case may be. So I love serving. I don't want people to feel like I'm coming across like for my own gain. I want them to know that I have filled my cup enough that I can give out of overflow, and I want them to feel that and not feel like they're a burden or they're stressing me out or that them asking me for anything is stressful. And I operate the same way within my business. I still love to serve. Yes, I want to make money, but I'm not that chick that's going to leave you stranded because you can't pay me money. I will find a way to help you, even if that is to give you structured advice while you do your DIYing it, but I can still help you. I don't like to leave people hanging. It's not about the money for me. It's really about helping people to find their quality of life with their personal framework. So I love to serve. I also have a desire to share. Now, I do this for the money. Don't get me wrong. I do want to make money at my business and my intellectual property and all those things. However, because I do like to serve, I also like to share. That is sort of, they go hand in hand because I try to give as much as I possibly can to people. I recognize the struggles of a new entrepreneur and how everybody's looking to get paid in their business. And sometimes you just don't have it, but you still need information. I'm that chick that's willing to give the information and share it with you as much as I possibly can without burdening my family. I still try to give as much as I possibly can to help you or to help my friends or to help my clients, get what it is they need when they need it. So I love to serve and I love to share. Just yesterday, I was at the grocery store and I bought a bunch of groceries and I had duplicates of many things. And when I walked out, there was a mother there with her son, and she was in need of food. She was saying that she was hungry. And so I shared my groceries with her because I can give out of overflow. I'm not going to be stingy. If God's blessed me with something, I'm going to try my best to help. And that goes along with my working with, like I said, clients. I've worked with churches that couldn't afford my fee. I've worked with nonprofits that couldn't afford my fee. And so I'm willing to share the information I have in order to help others to grow and shine in their space. I also have a desire to support. I want to help lift people up. I want my friends in the industry, my entrepreneurial friends, I want us all to be on the come up, because when we get there, I want us to be sitting side by side on the beach, sipping on whatever it is we're sipping on, relaxing and doing business from anywhere. I want us to grow and have successful businesses together. I don't want to leave anyone behind. So if I can support them in any way, showing up for their events, sharing their posts, being an affiliate for their product that I'm pushing or something, I am willing to do that. Showing up when they have to do something that makes them nervous and helping them through it. If even it's just me being in the audience, I love supporting those people around me. And I try my best to do it with a servant's attitude, which means I'm not doing it for reciprocity. I'm not doing it expecting people to do the same thing for me. The beauty of understanding your personal framework is really knowing the reasons you're doing things and knowing your boundaries and your limitations so that you can manage those expectations around you. So those are my strengths and those are my desires. Now let's look at how I created our first annual holiday dinner party. Here are 3 sort of tips that I can give you if you have a passion for something, if you have a strength in an area or a desire to do something. Here is how you can incorporate, strengthen that desire, put those together to manifest a quality of life. And for me, a quality of life, part of that is definitely going to entail entertaining. I love having people at my house. I love putting together events. And so here are 3 things that I did to help me sort of use my strengths and my desires to pull this event together. I hope you take notes, because I think you can use these when you start looking at your personal framework and your strengths and desires as well. All right, the first thing is, let me see, I wrote some stuff down, so I'll make sure I get it. Those strengths and desires really do sum me up in a nutshell, and it explains why I love helping people define their quality of life and what that means to them. And I do all of this through the development of, like I said, their personal framework. And it's definitely why I love entertaining. So today I'm going to share with you these 3 tips. So the first one is define your passions and identify your style thread. Your style thread is your replication of preferences determined from influence and behavior and your experiences. And you use this to create an external expression of who you are. So let me read that to you again. It is a replication of preferences that you created for yourself as a result of understanding what and who has influenced you, the experiences you've had, and your behavior. And you use that to create this external expression of yourself. That is your style thread. And it can manifest itself in your personal style, the way you communicate, how you manage others' expectations of you, but it's all necessary, and you get all this information when you create your personal framework. So I could definitely show you how to do all that. But the first thing you have to do is really define your passions, and you have to identify your style thread, because that's how you're going to know exactly where you need to use your strengths to have this quality of life that we're talking about. So for instance, I just told you my strengths are that I feel like I'm creative, I'm social, and I'm organized. So I was able to take that and apply it to a desire I had to be social. And I was able to create a really fun experience for my friends because it's something that I enjoy, and it was effortless for me because it's playing to my strengths. So that's the first thing you need to decide is, what are your strengths, what are your desires, and then how can you not only identify those passions that you have in life, but how can you apply them to your style thread, or use your style thread as it relates to that strength to create that thing that you want to do. See, it applies to anything that you want to do. For me, I wanted to do a dinner party. For you, it could be anything. Sky's the limit. All right, so the next thing that you have to do is you need to marry your strengths to your happiness. Okay, now I told you that I am a creative and I love being around people and I love being social. It is a natural progression for me to want to be social and showcase my creativity. So I'm marrying what it is I find as a strength with something that I know is going to make me happy, being around people. So whatever that is for you, figure out what that is for you and then marry it to your happiness and do the dang thing, you know? Okay, now in order for all of this to happen, it's really going to be, or it's going to require you creating what I like to call an authentic blueprint. And I have an exercise that I'll put in the description box so that you can kind of walk through it. It's sort of a mini version of developing a personal framework. It's one of the very first things that I created to help people with this. So it's a tool and it's not that difficult to figure out, but it's really surface level. And I think that it'll be very beneficial if you're just sort of dipping your toe into the personal framework waters. So I'll put that in the description box below. You can grab it and sort of work through it. And if you still need more, then definitely hit me up in my DMs over on Instagram or here on my channel. You can leave a comment below and I would love to help you out. But DMs are sort of private. So if you want any questions answered, definitely hit me up over at AF Patrick. Oh, by the way, if you're loving this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. That's important. I'm still on my quest to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you can help me out. I may not make it by the end of the year, but I can definitely make it very soon if I keep asking you guys for help. So anyway, onward and upward. Listen, you want to take your strengths and your desires and really have a quality of life. I really do suggest that you develop a personal framework and learn how to leverage it across every aspect of your life, because it's going to help you really optimize those strengths, really optimize your ability to use those strengths for those things you desire. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I think that if you take the time to really define your passions, and not just define your passions, but identify that style thread. And again, the style thread is your replication of preferences as it relates to your influence, your experiences, and your behaviors. And you create sort of an external version of yourself, an external expression of who you are. And if you create your personal framework and you learn to operate within that personal framework, you will always have an ability to navigate yourself back to balance. And the things that you do will be primarily things that you enjoy, you love, you feel confident in, and you'll be able to manage the expectations of people around you so they don't even ask you to do the things that you don't want to do anymore, because you've sort of trained them because you've done the work first. And I wanted to leave you with this at the end of the year, because it's something that I've done and I've worked on since I was 30 years old, and I am almost 50. I know. Anyway, and so it's definitely something I know a lot about. So trust and believe when I tell you that developing your personal framework, learning how to operate within it, and then understanding how to use your strengths and your desires to create that quality of life, and use those limitations and non-negotiables to actually manage expectations and teach people how to treat you, and let no be a complete sentence, will benefit you exponentially in years to come. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, we are definitely going to be continuing this entire personal framework, setting yourself up lifestyle channel in the new year. I don't even know. I'm going to change my intro, child, because I want y'all to get the full Mountie of what we have over here on this channel. I don't want you to feel like it is limited to just business, because in order to have a quality of life, you have to have alignment in your personal life and your business. And that's what I'm here to show you how to do on every angle. So stick around, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and do not miss an episode. Have a great Christmas, everyone, a great holiday season, happy new year. Mwah. Hugs and kisses, and I will see you back here for new and fresh content in January. But until then, make sure you're subscribed so you can check out all the amazing content that we've put here thus far. It will be helpful in you creating new strategies for your business and your life in the new year. All right, bye guys.